right, hey everybody, welcome into Flexibility Fridays. Today we're going to be going through my preferred warm-up routine to just get the blood moving and start in on some of that flexibility. We're going to be focusing in on upper body. We're going to be doing a couple of warrior poses just to get some blood moving through our legs and get those leg muscles stretched out, especially after Wednesday's workout. If you missed that, go back on the channel, tune back, whether you're on YouTube or Facebook. We have that video saved for you to be able to take in after the fact and do along with us. We're going to be doing these Flexibility Fridays every single Friday moving forward, and then on Wednesdays we have our Workout Wednesdays, and we have a thought of the day every single day just to keep you plugged in and keep your immune system functioning at a high level. So without further ado, let's dig into this. So we're just going to start with a simple breathing pose. The point of this is to increase flexibility, but also engage our balance. So if you want to do this barefoot on a yoga mat or on a carpet at home, the spongier the surface, the more you're going to have to incorporate balance. We're going to start with our feet together, and we're going to bring our hands up into prayer pose here. So I'm going to be using a lot of yoga terminology. Just a disclaimer, I am not a certified yoga instructor. I am a licensed chiropractor, and we focus on the proper movement of spinal segments. So with your hands over your heart in that prayer pose, take a few deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth. Let's get 3 deep breaths here. And on your next inhale, bring your arms up over your head. And exhale, back to prayer pose. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, back to prayer pose. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, back to prayer pose. Inhale, arms up. On the next exhale, we're going to go over to the side. Take a couple deep breaths here. You should feel a stretch along the side. On the next inhale, come up. Exhale over to the other side. I feel like we're doing some synchronized stretching here. This is great. Get some music in the background, a little bit of water. You could call it synchronized swimming. Inhale up. And exhale back to prayer pose. All right, now we're going to warm up the shoulders a little bit. Drop your arms down to your sides. And just deep breaths in as we round backward. Do slow shoulder rolls. This should open up the scapula, the shoulder blades. Keep those from adhesing to the ribs. If you're finding that one side is feeling more restricted or tight than the other, you may need to call our office so that we can do an examination on your scapula and see how things are working. All right, after a few rolls there, let's bring our arms out to the side and do some arm circles. Just start backwards, tiny circles, and slowly get bigger. Make sure you're breathing deeply through this. We want to increase the oxygen flow through your bloodstream. All the way big, and as you get all the way big, now we're going to switch directions, go forward with the arms, and slowly tighten that up. All right, great. Now let's get the neck moving. Watch yourself for this. If there's any neck pain involved, definitely call our office at 402-413-8825 so we can do a proper examination on the joints of the neck. The research in the 1980s that won Nobel Prize found that a lack of movement between spinal joints and the neck actually decreased the production of ATP in your brain. So if you want better brain function, make sure that you have proper neck joint function. Those vertebral segments absolutely matter in brain function. So to start by just dropping your chin to your chest, we're going to rock our head back and forth. Just roll it around and then come all the way up to the right, roll it all the way around back and all the way down. We're going to go around 5 times. And 5. If you get dizzy with this, that could be a sign of spinal dysfunction. We're going to go down again, go up to the left. Excellent. Good work, everybody. We're going to go from here back to prayer pose. Deep breath in all the way up. And exhale, straight back, flat back. We're going to bend forward at the waist. Stop here about halfway down and then collapse straight down towards your toes. Let every vertebra open up and get involved. We're going to hang out here for about 30 seconds. Just breathing. If you need to bend your knees slightly to take some pressure off of the back of your legs, that is absolutely fine. Come down to your toes, grab behind your ankles. Just feel a good stretch in those spinal segments, in your back, in your legs. This is phenomenal. Then inhale up to flat back again. And then we're going to come up and step back. Put the left heel on the floor. Right leg should be bent about 90 degrees, but don't let your knee drift forward from your toes. We're going to open the hips up so that they're straight ahead, and then we're going to breathe in and inhale our arms up and hold warrior one. This is a good stretch for the psoas on the left side. If you're dealing with a scoliosis in the low back, this can absolutely help to open that up and reduce the muscular tension around that scoliosis. Breathe through this, hold this. We're strengthening the postural muscles, those tiny itty bitty muscle fibers that help keep you upright. Working on this improves the balance overall, strengthens the right leg and stretches the left leg. All right. Then about 30 seconds, we're going to open up into warrior two. So open the hips up, drop the shoulders in, look out in front of that right arm. And try not to let your shoulders drift forward or backward from your hips. They should be directly over top. From here, we're going to tip back into triangle pose. So drop backward, the hand should fall above or below the knee, and then straighten out the front leg, look up at the ceiling. All right, from here, drop back into warrior two. Remember, shoulders directly above the hips, not forward or backwards. Knee bent at about 90 degrees on the front. Back leg should be straight. From here, open up the hips and shoulders. Come straight up into warrior one. One more deep breath. And come back up. We're going to do the other side now. Step back with the other leg. Drop that right heel to the floor. Bend the front knee to 90 degrees. Reset if you need to. Breathe the arms all the way up. And hang out here. Feel the other psoas stretch through down that front side of the spine into the front of the femur. Stretch and elongate your spine up towards the ceiling. Get lots of oxygen flowing. You should be breaking a light sweat at this point. It helps to turn the temperature up in the room so that you're getting increased blood flow and increased sweat through this. This is a great detoxification workout for you, just getting that sweat going and getting that blood flow increased, boosting your immune system back to those normal levels, allowing for proper regulation. All right, we're going to drop into warrior two. Open up the hips, open up the shoulders, look out over that front shoulder, front arm. Make sure that your shoulders are directly over top of the hips and sink in as deep as you can go. In the front leg, make sure that your knee's not going out in front of your toes. A couple deep breaths here. Tip back, triangle pose, straighten out that front leg. Look up at the ceiling. Drop back into warrior two. Now remember, if you're feeling pain with any of these motions, do not press into the pain. That pain is not necessarily weakness leaving the body. It can be a sign of segmental or joint dysfunction, arthritis. You can do damage if you press into the pain too much. Make sure that you have a health professional evaluate any joints that are causing discomfort or pain. Bring your arms up in front of you, warrior one. But that also does not mean that you have to stop the workout. You can go right up to the door of that discomfort, knock on it and say, hey, I'm going to stay right out here and work on my range of motion. It's been shown that working out, improving the range of motion in a joint that's already arthritic can help to stop the progression of arthritis. All right, from here, we're gonna come back up. All right, and that's my favorite workout routine for warming up. From here, you can go into some more advanced movements, but make sure that you're tuning in every Friday for more flexibility training. I've been Dr. Jay Tucker. For me and my team, have a great weekend. We'll see you guys next time.